Hey, it's Bill. I wanted to jump in here before we started, tell you a little bit about the episode. We recorded this on Kevin's birthday. Kevin, been here since the beginning. Married guy, 3 boys, hockey dad. Which I'm pretty sure means he spent most of his adult life cold, tired, emotionally negotiating, and honestly, every guy does this, pretending he knows what he's doing, right? And here's the thing nobody really tells you about as you get older. At some point, you just kind of figure this out. You're no longer in control. Not of your kids, not of your body, and not of the outcomes you worked really hard to plan for. You're just involved. You watch your kids get good at something, maybe great, and suddenly it's not about teaching anymore. It's about stepping back and not fucking it all up. Your marriage, that shifts, goes from passion to partnership. You kind of need each other to balance it all out. Your body sends little notifications you didn't sign up for. We as humans love control. We worship it. And then life quietly takes it away. So this episode isn't really about hockey or football or bad calls or snowstorms. It's about what happens when that illusion breaks and how you play the next part without panicking, without disappearing, without pretending you're fine. Kevin's here. It's his birthday. Let's talk about the part nobody prepares you for. If the new year has you saying, I did not sign up for this, like a workers' comp case, Social Security disability, or a personal injury claim, don't try to Google lawyer your way through it. Go to Connors and Ferris. They have offices in Buffalo, New York City, Syracuse, and Rochester, and they'll get back to you within 24 hours. Yeah, so even when you're stress scrolling at 2 a.m., you can call 262-COMP, tell them a little bit about what's going on in your life, and within 24 hours, one of their attorneys will get back to you. You'll talk to real lawyers who will explain things in plain English, not legal mumbo-jumbo. Workers' comp, Social Security disability, personal injury, complicated? Absolutely. Something you should handle alone? Nope. Connors and Ferris, experienced, responsive, and committed to serving you better. Call 262-COMP. Help's available right now.
When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pot on. Thank you for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship slowly growing. Like my gut after this storm.
Like those moles on your back.
Yeah, slowly growing like the moles on my back. I just went for a skin check. How dare you? How dare you?
All the way?
Yeah.
Full?
Oh, yeah. This lady's a little nicer.
It's a lady?
Yeah.
Do you go in with like a half just so you don't like embarrass her?
No, I have a fluffer. Embarrass her? How am I going to embarrass her?
If you're going limp, she might be like, oh, I'm not hot anymore?
No.
She hot?
No.
She old?
I think younger than me. I think this one's younger than me. The other one was older. No, and this one doesn't like, the other one would do like a blue light all around. This one just lifts my underwear and looks.
The blue light, like you're checking out for coming on the hotel bedspread?
Pretty much. I think, yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Ooh, which lady of the night is this?
Oh, you know what today is? Kevin's birthday.
Hey.
Married, 3 sons, hockey dad.
Alcoholic? Oh, no, drunk?
Yeah.
Alcoholics go to meetings?
I was thinking about this. You have been cold, tired, and emotionally confused pretty much for the last 15, 20 years. How long have you been married?
22.
All right, so 20 years, I'll say. You might have been not emotionally confused the first 2, but then the kids come along. And that, I was thinking about this too, because it was Kevin's birthday. Thank God I put it in my fucking calendar this year, because there would have been nothing.
Well, you also asked me like 2 weeks ago, You guessed like 4 dates, and I'm like, I'll just tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Clearly, I have no idea.
I put it in my calendar.
I just let Facebook remind me when it's your birthday.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
I usually shop ahead, so I don't have to worry about
That's
the calendar pop up that day.
So that's why I did the thing. But I was thinking about it because I go, birthdays. I don't even know how old you are. 47?
No.
45?
No.
3?
You're going the wrong way.
Oh, you're 48.
Nope.
You're not 50.
Nope.
You're 49.
There you go. Closest to the pin.
Jesus Christ. It's like, bing, 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 bing. Yeah, I mean, it's like the hardest part isn't the kids in the diapers. It's watching them not need you anymore. You know, I mean, that really is, I think, honest to God. And I know it sounds a little strange from guys to be talking about that, but it's like watching your kids become people that no longer ask your permission.
It's kind of been.
They don't really need to.
It's kind of been the ongoing theme of the group chat that I was in over the weekend because Sam's in Vegas.
Yeah, and then couldn't come back.
They got their flight delayed
because of the storm, right?
I think it was Thursday.
Yeah,
I had already canceled it because of the storm, which really wasn't that big of a storm, to be honest with you. I didn't think.
Yeah,
but they got stuck, so they're coming back tomorrow at some point.
Okay.
So he got an extra 2 days in Vegas.
How nice is that?
That's what everybody's saying. Like, I guess there could be worse places to be stranded.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But getting out there, I guess it was a nightmare. They went from Chicago. They were supposed to go Chicago to Vegas. They went Chicago to Denver to Vegas.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Oh, maybe that was the original flight for that plane and they had to cancel it. I don't know. It makes no sense to me, but I don't, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. So what does it feel like for you, 49 years old, when you realize that your kids are closer to leaving than they are coming? You know what I'm saying? Like, same thing for me. Both my older guys are gone, and Jameson will be gone in 2 years.
There's many days where I'm like, get the fuck out. Go. I got plans for your room. Go.
I got plans for your room. But it is like, okay, all right. I think dads probably have a easier time than moms.
Oh yeah, Bob's going through it because his oldest I think he's 24.
Yeah.
He just moved out with his girlfriend.
Okay.
And they were going through all the getting the place and getting everything ready. I think they spent 2 days over there getting everything put together and everything put up and put away. And then
your son Tyler, who's still in high school, and then you have Sam, who's in Vegas now, coming back. But Tyler's still in high school, has got like a really promising future in hockey. Or am I overstating that?
Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. So, like, at what point as a parent does it become from supporting to supporting means getting out of the way, letting him listen to other people? You know what I'm saying? Because I always worry, like, you'll hear about, and a lot of them are turn out okay, but you don't want to be Todd Marinovich's dad,
right?
And you're not, and that's not you at all. But you played hockey, you understand the game, you have a passion for it. It's like, but I mean, I think it's fair to say your kid's better at it than you, Tyler.
Okay, we'll let it happen.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying. I think he's one of the best in the area.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Is. I still give him my 2 cents. Like, I say, hey, you did this well. This is something where maybe it was not your best option. But I will always remind him when he comes home and tells me that one of his high school coaches or his travel coach says the exact same thing I said like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
well, look at this. Oh, Dad knows all.
Or when I told him over the summer, I go, you probably need to put on about 10 to 15 pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
It'll take your game to the next level. And he got train wrecked a couple weeks ago. He goes, man, that kid just fucking murdered me. I go, yeah. Maybe if you put that muscle on instead of eating McDonald's there, fat bitch.
the kid he's wiry. He's put on muscle.
Yeah. He's got a little bit. He could definitely stand to put on 10 to 15 more.
Okay. Because that's the thing is, like, I never knew. My dad was not a sports guy, so he didn't understand anything. He was doing crossword puzzles while I was on the field playing games. And that's the thing is, like, how do you know when pushing helps? And sometimes I think it's about our own anxiety. Like for some parents, you don't want to see the kid like do anything. But I don't get really that vibe with you.
He got messed up a little bit against. He got his bell rung against McQuaid, and he was definitely not feeling great. We went to Lake Placid. He definitely played like shit because he was sick.
With
I think he was still feeling some of the effects of getting his bell rung.
Yeah,
he didn't have a concussion, but he definitely was not. But he had a nasty head cold, so he played awful. He had no points in 2 games, which is not like him.
Yeah. And what does that do? What does that do for you? Does it make you like a little?
Just makes me. No, I just let him do it.
Yeah. I thought about this a lot because after the Bills shit that went on, and then you go on social media and you'll see all kinds of people putting up, this was considered a catch, this was not considered a catch. And I can't.
Don't let your season come down to one play.
Well, here's what I was watching. I thought, there were people saying Drake May didn't play well in the playoffs.
He hasn't,
and he didn't really play well.
He's done enough,
but he played well enough.
He's done enough.
But I thought, boy,
because they are not. They're not the Bills. They're not Josh Allen driven. They're team driven.
Well, and they seem to be fundamentals over flash.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Fundamentals over flash. And it was like remembering who, you're 1/11th of this team. And it's just
why miss at 13 yards when you can hit at 4?
Yeah. Right.
3 4s is still 12.
Yep.
And it's still a first down.
Yep. Yep. And it's like they also did something else. They have adaptability and a real sense of control of situations that they don't necessarily have control of. And what I'm referring to is the Jarrett Stidham flagged play that they went under review, and then it was down where the Patriot guy got it because it was a fumble, not a forward pass or lateral or whatever it was, and maybe that was a bad call.
Well, they blew the when the ball hit the ground, they blew the play dead.
Yes,
so that's why they gave him the ball there.
Yes, but I think it was kind of a blown call. Like they should have probably got the touchdown, the Patriots, for that. So instead of allowing that chaos to they're fucking us, that kind of thing, which I think in certain situations some people could. It was a close game. And they didn't. They went in and they scored and they did what they had to do. And it's one of these things where
it's the veteran staff. I mean, you've got Josh McDaniels, who's been a head coach twice. He's been an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
You got Vrabel, who's been a head coach for a while. He's been a defensive coordinator.
Right.
They're just wired differently than, say, Joe Brady, who's – I don't want to say Joe Brady's not wired correctly because that's not the right way to say it. But he doesn't have that situational stuff that he's just not as tenured. He doesn't have the time, and he doesn't have the experience that a Josh McDaniels would have.
Yeah. No, I
sometimes that plays into. Sometimes that plays great for you.
Huge because you've seen a lot of stuff, right? And experience is our greatest teacher, right? Words don't teach. That's the thing.
But sometimes being the new guy, you'd be like, you know what? Fuck it, let's go.
But they didn't argue the chaos. I didn't see any arguing on the chaos. And I thought, wow, they just adjusted to it. And then they went forward. And it goes, to me, it's like how much success is talent, but also how you respond to the situation.
Well, they talked about it on the broadcast. Tony Romo was talking about it because they kept showing late in the fourth quarter when it was blizzarding and nobody could move the ball. And at one point, New England had a 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
And basically they just snapped it and threw it away, knowing they were going to punt and just move the ball. But they were showing McDaniels and Vrabel talking back and forth, constantly talking back and forth, trying to figure out what's our best play here.
Yeah.
Do we try to move the ball? Do we just play with the lead and let our defense win it?
Yeah, it's a chess game, right? And you're trying to see. I don't know, because it even reminded me when I was thinking about all this stuff, and I go, it's how you respond to a situation. I got a call earlier in the week from my kid's school. Something had happened, and what he said to them, and they wanted me to know, was my knee-jerk. My dad always says my knee-jerk response is usually the wrong response to have, and they said we wanted you to know he said that, and I said, well, yeah, usually our first response, knee-jerk is hard to control. It's knee-jerk. right? It's knee jerk. It's like, bah! It's instinctual. It's what you've been trained to do. But if you can get that moment, that beat, train yourself to do that, it's better. Because most people, I think, in anything they're doing, and you look at the Patriots, they lose momentum because something was unfair. They just lose momentum. And then they wind up stop playing the game, stop doing the whatever. Hey, fuck this. This guy hurt my feeling. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I really do. I think in life, you can look at that. Like, I thought that's a great thing. I hope some football coach, I hope some teacher takes that Patriot thing right there, that play, and go, they didn't overreact to it. They stayed composed. And, I mean, look, the Broncos had a chance to keep him out. Yeah. They weren't in. They didn't get the touchdown. You got a chance to rest your offense a little bit.
Four downs to stop them.
Yeah. And many teams have. We watched, many teams do that. So I don't know. It's kind of like life doesn't reward people who are right, even though we want to tell our kids that all the time. Look who was right. It rewards who keeps playing the game, who keeps going. This individual did not lose momentum because something was kind of unfair. He was in New York. That's Sam Darnold. He was in the same draft class as Baker May and Josh Allen. He was picked 3rd. Josh was picked 7th. I think, what's his name was picked 16th? Lamar?
Yeah, and Josh Rosen, too.
And Josh Rosen, right. Josh Rosen, I don't think whoever saw the field.
I don't even know if he's still in the game.
I don't know. But it's like you watch what Sam Darnold did, right? He goes from New York to the Panthers, and then the Panthers go and get Baker Mayfield, so they're both on the team. Then he's out to San Francisco, because I think he reminded a reporter, well, I've won a Super Bowl before, or I've been I've been in a Super Bowl before. He didn't play, but he was on the sideline. Then he goes from there to Minnesota, has a pretty solid season. Everything's okay. Maybe he found his home. And then the next thing you know, he's off to Seattle with a new head coach. Like, I think, is this a rookie head coach? I don't know how long he's been in there, because
I think they fired Carroll 2 years ago.
Okay, so this is his second season. But still, and I go, he was great yesterday. He was throwing, he looked really, really sharp.
It just shows what a shit show the Jets are and what a shit show they are at developing players.
Right, but think about the number of guys. I think a lot of people wrote him off as a bust or whatever. He was seeing ghosts. That becomes a quote that was played all the time. And I go, that guy never fucking bought into anybody else's bullshit. He knew what he had, and he, and his grandfather was the Marlboro Man. He just kept going. And I go, that's the shit that you want to teach your kids. That's the stuff you want to show them. Ever look at your wall and think, that hole definitely wasn't there yesterday. Or maybe your faucet's got a drip that's slowly driving you into madness. That's when you got to call my buddies at Mac of All Trades, because it's your home. And if you don't have the skills to fix it yourself, go to the people who do. And trust me, there's nobody better than Mac of All Trades. They do everything. Leaky faucet, they got it. Drafty windows and doors, done. Electrical, plumbing, carpentry, sure. Full kitchen or bath remodel, oh yeah, they'll do that too. From patching the hole that someone made by definitely not slamming the door, to transforming your entire space. Mac of All Trades gets it done quickly and the right way. Stop putting up with cold drafts and half-finished to-do lists. Give them a call at 585-202-9218 or find them online at macofalltrades.net. Get started on that to-do list today. Mac of All Trades. No job too small. Sounds like Eddie Vedder.
It's not Eddie Vedder.
But is this Collective Soul?
It is not.
It's not my family
You know the song.
Yeah, but I don't.
Oh, you know it. It's Cranberries cover.
Oh, Linger.
It's Zombie.
Oh, Zombie, but who's singing
The
it?
Bad Wolves.
Oh, I don't know the Bad Wolves. I don't know.
I really love this song, and I've probably got 7 different versions of this song.
Yeah.
I've got one with Miley Cyrus doing it.
Okay. Oh, God, I wouldn't even have put the Cranberries because it's, and yet I knew all the words, and I'm going, why? I'm having this weird getting old.
This is what I got to look forward to in 4 years?
I guess. I don't know. Man, next year's the big one, buddy.
Strippers and Blow. Think Mac will be okay with that, or will we move it again?
Oh, I don't know. No, we'll probably have to move after that. I'm not really sure.
Well, Mac's here. It's okay if Mac's here.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he doesn't have a problem
If he's here, he condones the party.
Yeah.
Listen, if he blows a line off a stripper's ass, it's condoning the party.
No, now wait a second. He would never, ever do that. He would never do that.
If he blows a line off your ass, it's condoning the party.
You get a little hair up there, too. That'd be terrible. Oh, my God. Yeah, that'd be gross. We had that big storm. I don't know, like, what has happened to me, but I wanted to, for a while, I've been wanting to try to make different things. So I made a meatloaf, and I've never made a meatloaf in my life.
I saw you try to make comedy on Instagram and Facebook.
I tried to make a little comedy.
Nice job, Berkeley.
I tried to do a little funny weather guy outside, and some of it got, some people really, I don't know if they liked it or not. It was just quick stuff. I did read this article on one of the news sites, local news sites. Basically it said, don't pretend you're 25 with a shovel out there. People have heart attacks.
But it was the light, fluffy stuff. It wasn't the heavy stuff.
Yeah. Who knows, buddy? I can't tell. It's fucking cold, and I always go, yeah, but everybody goes out and they start to shovel, and you start to sweat because you're all bundled up, and now your body's heating up because you're basically doing cardiovascular work, and then, you're huffing and puffing, and somebody goes, are you okay? I'm fine. And I don't know. I mean, like, I think to be a man by definition, in a way, you got to push through the pain, you got to ignore it, right? We talked all about that with the football players. So I could totally see how a heart attack could fucking happen with somebody.
Yeah, I got out there and did it.
You didn't have your kids do it?
No, they wouldn't. It's like your kid. I'm playing a video game.
Well, it's like I can't get like it gets annoyed at me the other day because I go, buddy, I asked you to take out the garbage and do it now.
I bet you $10 if you had said you wanted to go to Chipotle instead of filming a video.
Yeah.
That game would have been turned off in about 6 seconds.
It is weird, man. It's so weird. But because like, think of the things we tell our kids, right? Especially when they're out. Speak up. We're all hearing now, and I think you're starting to see like PSAs and things for speaking up if we see something that isn't right. And we kind of tell our kids to speak up. But then as dudes, I always figure we don't really model that because when it comes to our health and shit, we're fucking silent. We're just like, yeah, I'll be fine. And we treat like maintenance like it's weakness or something. And I go, that's not exactly healthy or smart either.
I should speak up. You should stop drinking.
Boy, I've cut way back. Although I did finish throughout the day yesterday, I did finish off a bottle of wine.
Well, it's a storm. You had to prepare.
It was all day. It was just like throughout the day. No, I can't say throughout the day. I think I poured the first wine at like 3:30.
Were you drinking out of a glass or just straight out of the bottle?
Out of a glass, buddy. All class over here. Out of a wine glass. Stemless, short wine glass. That's what and I have stemmed as well, but I have not had it in the stem. Maybe today I'll have it stemmed. I don't expect anything. Right? I don't expect anything. But I'm also not even really in a relationship.
No, you're at like 7. I'm just messing with you. You're in a relationship with Guinness. You're in a relationship with Josh.
I'm not.
You're in a relationship with Jameson, not your son.
I am not. That's so. Oh God, that sounds so bad. No, but I'm not. Well, last year for my birthday, I did get a nice gift from somebody, and I need to. It was their birthday recently. I've been trying to reconnect, but I fucked it up. That's what I do.
Way to be mental health.
Well, it was
do as you say, not as you do.
I'll tell you honestly, that's where the whole alcohol podcast came from. And I got a nasty note from somebody on Facebook saying, they're like, now the group text is going to go off. How do you silence your iPad?
Turn the volume down.
Okay, well, I'll have to figure that out.
Volume button right on the top there.
Wait, let's turn it up. Let me go this way. Okay, because now my mother's bragging because she got the most amount of snow out of anybody. 22 inches. And she's sending pictures to everybody. My sister's responding, "Oh my God!" And and
your brother's responding, "Mom got 22 inches."
Why? But here's the
Peter North came by.
Here's the bad part. It's like everybody can relate to that because everybody gets on these family group texts, and I don't know. I must have.
I don't, because I tell my wife, "Do not put me in group texts. I will not respond."
No, well, right, and you have you and the kids and stuff.
I will not respond, and I will throw shit at you.
Well, I'm in the family group text, so it's my kids, my niece is in there, my brother, his wife, my sister, her husband. I don't know that my sister's kids are in there. My dad was in there. I think my dad's still on there. I don't know. And Marge. So
is he still judging too?
So Jordan's on there, So she probably is. So everybody will send these things, and then sometimes I
gotta be honest, if Kevin just turned his phone on and started typing your dad's responses to shit, it'd be hilarious.
I think he has his phone too.
That would be if he just randomly here and there just came in and said something your dad would just say.
Wait. So I'm pretty sure he had it turned off. But when my dad died,
was it an iPhone?
Yeah,
he could still iMessage.
I think the number and everything was given back.
You don't need a number for iMessage. That's Apple.
Oh well. So
I'm gonna have to have a conversation with your brother.
So my brother, we're leaving, and I had because he grabbed Dad's phone or whatever, and he's like, and we had talked to my mom, and told her and all. We were all in there laughing and stuff like that. But as we're driving somewhere, he sends a message to my mom from my dad's phone, knowing that she's dead. And I think it was something like he would say to her.
God, it's hot down here.
No, he didn't say that. It was something that he would say to her. I don't even remember. And then we called her, and she's like, "Oh my God." She goes, "You're such an asshole, Kevin." Because he had sent the thing, but it would freak you out. It would freak you out. New year. Same nervous system doing parkour at 3 a.m. Yeah, well, we've all been there. If stress has set up permanent residence in your shoulders and anxiety RSVP'd yes again, maybe it's time to call in the big guns or the galactic grandmother. I want you to meet my friend Sheila Tillich, recovery metaphysician, energy healing wizard, and professional finder of the issues in your tissues. Sheila helps you release stored stress, emotional gunk, and energetic blocks you didn't even know you were carrying. I want you to think less white-knuckling life and more inner peace with snacks. Her compassionate, down-to-earth approach helps you reset, rebalance, and finally exhale without chanting in the cave, unless that's what you're into. No judgment. So why take another year of suffering when you could be feeling lighter, calmer, and actually okay? Unlock your best self, find your balance, and maybe stop arguing with your own nervous system. Learn more and book your session at SheilaTillich.com. Because peace of mind is way cooler than burnout. And I certainly think that one of the worst things we can say to somebody is, you got to think positively. Okay, great.
I just said that today.
To who?
My aunt.
What did you say? Think positively?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but I always think
positive thoughts tend to bring positive energy in my mind.
100%.
Negative thoughts?
100%.
It goes the fucking wrong way every time.
Absolutely. You couldn't be more correct. I just think when someone's down a negative road, one of the things and it's only because I'm old and I've seen it, is I don't want to say things like relax, think positively. I just want to, it's almost at that point I go, yeah, I get it. I hear you, man. And I'll tell you what.
You're down.
Maybe,
take any win you got it and start stacking it.
Go to bed and start again tomorrow.
If you get up in the morning, count that as your first win.
100.
Start stacking it.
Who's this guy that's talking over here? Where the fuck did this come from?
I had some Jameson.
Yeah, but usually you become a bigger dick. That's not the case. What's going on with you?
Older's wiser.
Okay, I got it. I see it. It's no, you're absolutely right. But the thing with Stephanie is like that's her mentality, and Stephanie has worked very hard. She sold a $5.2 million home on Canandaigua Lake. Now, this happened a while ago, and she was afraid to say anything because she didn't want to turn into like one of the people. But I'm just going to say I am terrible at math, terrible. But I think 3% is usually what real estate agents get. I'm going to say that's about $155,000. Like now, don't forget you're going to get taxed on that. So, but I'm just saying the 3% is that. So there are people who just do one or two of those a year and they call it a year. Stephanie's a hustler. She's out there trying to build an empire. She wants to be the best, and she's willing to take the risks. And even with this, she was like, I didn't want to say anything about it. I recently put it on my Facebook page that I sold this house because I want people to know it doesn't matter if your house is $175,000 or your house is $5.2 million. I'm going to give you my best no matter what.
And I can attest to that because she did. She sold my mother's house.
Yeah. And
my mother's house is far from $5.2 million. But she put in just as much work on my mother's house as she does on any other house.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that's just who she is.
I was a little sad that I didn't get a video because when she was first starting to do the videos, I wanted something sweet, but.
Something sweet, like what?
Anything. She's creative. She's very, very creative. I stand by that she, like you said, she will take chances, but I think she also creates her own wins.
Well, yeah,
and stacks them.
Yeah, because you're doing that, and that's a really smart way to look at it. Yeah, 100. Yeah,
I'll take the chance, but I'm gonna win taking the chance. I'm not gonna lose.
Right, and that's more of a mental attitude.
I know somebody who used to have that mental attitude.
Who?
You.
I still do. I'm fucking taking chances all the time now. I'm with the
but not wearing a rubber is not a chance. I'm trying to start to take a more positive look on things because I've always been a negative person.
Me too. Almost my natural inkling. Well, because everything was always.
It was my upbringing. It was. We don't talk about this. We don't talk about this.
Right.
I've been talking about my aunt about it. I'm like, I'm not sure my mother and father even fucking liked me. I mean, and they did. But
yes.
There's just things that in the past I'm like, who fucking does that?
Right.
And it's just like
it's weird, but at the time it felt very normal.
Yeah.
And it's like the same thing.
But I've seen over the last few years myself going down that same road.
Because it's how you were conditioned.
Right.
That's how you're conditioned.
And I'm trying to do things differently.
Yeah.
It's not always positive. It doesn't always work out. I'm not stacking all the wins.
No, but a little bit is a lot more than you have.
Right.
You know, that's interesting because I always say too, like we are so conditioned. My old man was always like a discreet sense of paranoia goes a long way. So you're always like looking around like, oh, who's gonna knife me in the back, so to speak, right? You know, figuratively speaking. And then you start to go, well, why? Why am I? What? That's insane. But at the time, that was it. Or I remember my friend fucking burst out laughing in my face, like just lost it because I said to him. He's like, hey, man, we should get together. Come over to my house this weekend. I'm like, I can't. And my father had been yelling at me that I can't academically afford to do anything other than my schoolwork or something like that. And so I said that, and my friend just lost it. But you took these things as gospel. At least I did. When my old man spoke, I took it as gospel. And then when I look back, I go, what was going on with him that he was like, you know, a discreet sense of paranoia goes a long way. Trust no one, you know.
But why is it so drastically changed in for me, I know why in mine, but for you, why do you treat your children differently than that?
Because I hated it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I hated it, and I also see where it didn't work. It didn't work. And it was also one of these things where we hear a lot about the gentle parenting, right? The people say the gentle parenting. It doesn't work, the gentle parenting. Right, but does screaming in your kid's face, slamming the door, asking them should you send them to have their head examined, is that working? Does that fucking work? I don't that to me doesn't work. Now, I don't know the results necessarily of the other side, but I would think that you're better off trying to, I'm not saying be your kid's friend. I always say to my boys, I'm not your buddy. I'm your dad. But it is different with, and because you have 3 sons. You're going to be joking around with them and stuff as they get older. It just is what happens. But at the same time, you got to have those boundaries. But, I always used to say that there's a difference between kind and nice, in my opinion. Nice gets walked on. Kind can draw boundaries and go, I don't need to tell you what an asshole I think you are. I'm just not going to chime in or whatever, right? And I think that's the thing with the kids, and it's hard to do sometimes because, like you, I have been conditioned to where you would get yelled at, or you would kind of, like, my parents would even needle me, or there'd be passive aggressive shit. And your first inkling is to go 100% that way. I could be the most passive aggressive, and I see it. And I had somebody once call me on it, and I went, oh yeah, I don't want to be that way. And I try really hard not to. It was after I was married. And I'm like, these are the things, like, we can all go when a breakup happens, and you hear that people are, I'm in camp so-and-so and I'm in camp so-and-so. It's 2 people. They both brought their own shit to it. And, the more you're carrying something around, the more weight it carries. And when it gets pushed or triggered, I think is the word, I think that you have to, I just got a thing saying, BillMoranProductions.com. I forgot. I had that, my favorite. I think that's when it comes out. It comes out with such force sometimes. The person in front of you isn't necessarily the reason why, but all that weight you're carrying for so long, it's heavier and it comes faster.
And that's what I hate doing is I always would build it. Mm-hmm. And then somebody would trigger.
Yep.
And they would just get fucking 8 months of just regurgitated shit.
Yeah. I did the same thing.
I felt them fucking $1 billion better afterwards.
So yeah. And then, did you ever do this? Did you ever walk around after you did something like that and be like, what's your problem? Why are you all quiet?
No, I'm not that big of a dick.
Oh, I did. I'm like, what's going on? What do you mean? I was just blowing off steam. What do you want me to do?
I've learned that drinking is the way.
Yeah, but even that would sometimes bring out the worst in me because here's why. And this was, thank you. You brought me back to a point.
You got to drink till you pass out so you don't have the worst.
You brought me back to a point. I want to see what the name I had for the alcohol episode is escaping my fat head right now. But somebody wrote kind of a nasty comment on Facebook to it, but I think it was
episode.
It was when
competency isn't enough.
No, that's the Buffalo Bills. When alcohol becomes permission. When alcohol becomes permission. And somebody said, I listened to that and it sounds like he's just blaming all his stuff on that. And I was going, that wasn't the point of the episode. The point of the episode was to go, alcohol does not make you behave badly. Alcohol just takes your brake system away.
Yep.
Your inhibitions. And it also doesn't, it also isn't a truth serum. I mean, maybe people are a little more honest, I guess, but when they're really hammered, they're not even aware. And I don't think that, but you can't use that as an excuse was my point. You can't, because a lot of times what's happening and what's making you react emotionally is not the person in front of you. It's the shit from the past that you've been carrying around, and it just comes harder and faster. It's like a river that's just picked up steam, and now we're over the edge, and it's Niagara Falls, and it's powerful. And I don't think drinking is an excuse. I don't think any kind of alter stays an excuse. You've got to own your shit. You got to own it. Here's the thing that I think you should remember for your birthday. It's not about losing strength as we get older. It's about learning where to apply that strength. Like just what you said earlier. Like all that shit. Learning where to apply that knowledge, not to my kids.
I blacked out earlier. What did I say?
All right, we're gonna close out. We'll have to catch up with Greg another time. My chili's almost done. It's been about a million hours now. So, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Yeah, stretch before you shovel. That's all I would say in that arena. For Kevin Muir, celebrating his 49th. Next year's going to be big.
Oh, you got it right this time.
Do we get?
I'll tell you one shot this time.
Do we get? I really didn't think you were that old.
Yeah, I'm
Not that
old.
that's old, but because I'm younger. But 50 still sounds old to me, and I'm way past that. But I just, I don't see you that way. If you told, I thought maybe you, because I always think Danny's older than you, and I don't think he is.
He's not.
I think he's like 4 or 5 years younger.
He is. He looks like he's 7 years older.
Well, everybody's body is different, but I'll tell you what that is. That is carrying around a lot of baggage. That's carrying around a lot of baggage.
No, it's carrying the cross.
No, it's not. Stop.
Carrying the cross.
For Kevin Muir and his birthday, I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you tomorrow.